The following program is brought to you by Farmers for the Future and the Martian Agriculture Alliance. For millennia, life on Mars was limited to single-cell organisms who ate other single-celled organisms. They lived deep underground, far away from the thin, cold atmosphere on the surface. Eventually, some of those organisms joined forces for survival. Those single-celled organisms slowly became multicellular fungi. Some even became multicellular organisms that ate the fungi. Those were the first organisms that started to look and act like us today. Early Martians were nomadic, roaming the underground caves in search of the next growth of fungus. Later Martians discovered that the fungus would grow well in certain areas, especially near the underground rivers. This marked the end of the nomadic era and the very beginning of Martian agriculture. But we still lived mostly underground at this point, so our existence was dark and primitive. We lived in this way for millennia. All of our ancient underground cities were built during this time. Then one day, everything changed. An organic life form of unknown origin stumbled into the Martian caves and encountered our ancestors. We later determined that these organisms traveled from Earth, a nearby planet, on some sort of spacecraft. We don't know if they intentionally landed on Mars or if they were in an accident, but we are eternally thankful for their arrival. Their crash landing was so pivotal that it became year zero, and we refer to the time periods around it as before crash and after crash. Though our ancestors ate mainly fungus, they discovered that the Earthlings were edible, and, as we'll discuss later, they contain nutrients that are vital for our health. Fortunately, our ancestors recognized the value of keeping some of the Earthlings alive. Otherwise, we may have never entered our current stage of agriculture. Their husbandry allowed us to grow, to thrive, to move to the surface, to spread, to develop new technology, and to become the dominant life forms that we are today. The Earthlings could not survive in our atmosphere, but they could survive in their spaceship and spacesuits. Martian engineers were able to experiment with the atmosphere of their spaceship, and they built hives that replicated those conditions to allow the Earthlings to live on Mars as we did. Note the solar panels in the picture. Due to the cold atmosphere on Mars, a lot of energy is required to heat the Earthling habitats. Once we knew we could keep them alive, we could manage the population. Although it took centuries, we successfully managed to breed the first few survivors into the billions of Earthlings that live in our farms today. If not for the intelligence and foresight of our ancestors, we would probably still be slurping down fungus in a cave today. But who doesn't still love a good fungus from time to time? My mother makes an Earthling loin with fungal cheese, and it's to die for. As you know, there are about 360 million Martians alive, and that means we eat a lot of fungus and a lot of Earthlings. The fungus is still farmed along the underground rivers. Because the Martian diet is mostly Earthlings, most of the fungi that are farmed are used as feed for the livestock, and all of the livestock are kept in large industrial complexes on the surface. The largest facilities hold up to 10,000 Earthlings, while the smaller farms hold 150 to 1,000 Earthlings. Earthlings are mostly farmed for their meat, but about 10% of them are used for milk and/or reproduction. Earthlings typically start puberty by 12 to 14 years old, but agriculture scientists have bred and treated them with hormones so that they now start puberty at 8 and reach maturity by 16. Maturity for the female Earthling means that she is capable of maintaining a pregnancy, and she will produce milk as a result of the pregnancy. A typical female will give birth 3 to 6 times before her production slows, at which point she will be processed into lower quality meat cuts. For male Earthlings, maturity means that they have developed a maximal amount of muscle that can then be processed for our consumption. They are sent to slaughter as soon as they reach the market weight, which is typically 180 to 220 pounds. The high-quality cuts of meat that we enjoy come from the male Earthlings due to their enhanced ability to develop more muscles than females. The mature males also produce sperm, which is then used for breeding with the females. It's basically the same system that the fungus farmers use to grow their crops. They simply provide an area for the organism to live and food for it to eat. Then they introduce a sexually mature organism into the environment and allow nature to take its course. For you human lovers who might be upset with the procedure, don't worry. Martian farmers use a process called artificial insemination to breed the earthlings. There are special males who have been bred to be the best earthling specimens in terms of genetics, which allows farmers to ensure optimal production generation after generation. Due to their ability to produce sperm in large amounts and at high frequencies, a single male earthling can be used to breed thousands of female earthlings. The semen is extracted from the males by hand or by machine. It is then loaded into special tools that are inserted into the female's uterus. It is absolutely painless. There's no safety risk involved by having a male in heat around them. And trust us, the females like it. We give them every chance to walk away, but they let us inseminate them with no problem 99% of the time. We farmers are held to high standards of care for our livestock. Multiple government agencies and non-governmental organizations exist to monitor and guide the direction of Martian agriculture. Farmers for the Future was founded as a way for Martians to discuss practices and shape the way we farm earthlings as our system progresses. As the dominant life form on Mars, it is our responsibility to be good stewards of our planet. Just because we are at the top of the food chain doesn't mean we get to abuse those beneath us. As a lifelong earthling farmer myself, I can unequivocally state that I love and respect my girls, and I am deeply thankful that they provide for me and my family. Thank you for watching this program.